they want to because they have an agenda themselves. And they need to put the facts in there and say it all, because that's not the first time I've had this conversation. I've openly had this conversation multiple times and have been quoted in multiple papers that say if you can dig a tunnel faster than you become legal, then something's wrong.
This is true, but the point that I was wanting to get to is we do have a system for people to come here legally to work. Number one, they don't want to do the work that those visas are issued for. Senator Colbert has commented several times that many of these visas go unfulfilled every year.
Ma'am, have you ever tried to fill the paperwork out on one of those?
Have I ever what?
Have you ever tried to figure out fill the paperwork on one of those?
Well, no, I don't.
Okay, yeah, but I'm just saying, this is one of those things that people that have no idea and making assumptions because they have no personal experience with it is doing. See, I have. I've had more than once tried to fill the paperwork out because I got a guy that's been working for me for 14 years. He was my very first employee, Guadalupe Aguero. And he is my star employee. The guy is an awesome, awesome worker. He's here legally, he's a licensed journeyman, but he has family members that he's been trying to get over here legally. So we tried to fill out the paperwork for him. On one form, now we had an attorney, an immigration attorney working on this, and he missed one spot on it. One area he misfilled, and they can't even reapply for 10 years. My point is that, yeah, the system's in place, it's just impossible to get it done. The system has to be fixed, and quit playing party politics. And what I said on amnesty, the reason why I'm absolutely against amnesty, because they say the fight of, well, but they got family here. They've been stand-up citizens. But if someone escaped from prison 20 years ago, and he's been a stand-up citizen someplace else, and he's got a family here, do they even give him a second thought? No, he goes back to prison. And I'm not saying this because I got a cold heart. I'm saying this because if the rules are one way, they need to be applied all the way across the board. They're here illegally, it's fine.
That's right.
So anyways, that's the whole, I wish she would have said it like that because we had a long conversation and she chose not to print it. Yes, ma'am.
Have you received any endorsements from anyone?
I'm not really going after endorsements. I'm not look, I started in June of last year and I'm not a political man. I've been involved in politics. You know, I've helped support multiple candidates. But I don't even know how to go ask for people now. I've had a lot of like the coal alliance pack that's come out and supplements. Almost all your contracting groups, AGC, ABC, ASA, your highway, your infrastructure groups. Of course, we can all sit and have conversations with them all day long. I understand contracts, I understand stuff like that. But I've never asked one single person for their endorsement. Even though we have multiple friends. Marriage is one thing. When my wife married me, she had to take my name. In politics, for some reason, is just like that. And most people don't know me. They don't know who I am until they get to know me, and so I just haven't felt the need or felt comfortable enough to ask them.
Yes, just one more follow-up
No
question.
problem.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Be careful on those horses.
I'm just so impressed with the caliber of all of the candidates running for this office. Can you point out a couple of points briefly? What sets you apart from the other candidates?
One, I know the issues. Period. I don't have a learning curve. I don't have to sit down and listen to someone for 15 minutes telling me and explain to me what regulation is doing and how to get this company back on track. I know how to create jobs. It's not because I've got a theory, it's because it's worked. I've done it. So I can hit the ground running under party understanding, understand what issues have to be attacked. And two, I'm not a politician whatsoever. Not even kind of, don't look like it, don't talk like it, don't act like it. And so I don't have to play the game. I'm not up there to build a name for myself. This won't be a career of mine. I'm going to come back, and I understand that if I don't get things done, I've got to come back and live by those same rules that I did get accomplished for those 6 years while I was up there. Am I going to go up there and waste my time? Am I going to go up there and just go along and just draw a paycheck? No. I've got to look for a future that I've got ahead of me, because I'm still young enough and I've still got a lot of work myself, not to mention my kids. So those two things will be driving me more than anyone, and I don't think anybody else in this race can say that.
Markwayne,
Sir.
the president of our company said that I could speak for our company today, and we would like to have some more coal mines open up in LeFlore County, and have taken steps to go down that path with the former Farrell Cooper strip mines between Evener and Banks, as well as the old AES reserve up by Spiro. And we have been working towards these goals for about 16 months now. And I have been on the front lines, and we've shared that the things that you have spoken of are very true as far as the regulations. It seems like they're even to the degree of whether it's from IRS or Mine Safety and Health Administration, which is the mine companion of OSHA, that you can be criminalized for being erroneous or in some way a regulation being found to apply that you haven't complied with. And I believe that the truth and the sad part is that it affects every citizen, as well as the businesses. So in this month, we've gotten over $225,000 in citation penalties proposed that it's my job to try to turn the tide on with judges out of DC and attorneys out of Dallas. But anyhow, I think we all need to listen to the kind of help you want to offer, and because it to make the difference in hundreds of jobs coming to this county or not. If investors, can't find it profitable to come to LeFlore County, there's counties in Mexico that have coal,
Right.
places like that.
In the coal mining industry, unfortunately, is being shut down. Being shut down. It's literally, they're doing everything they can to keep one single mine from opening. And right now, Oklahoma coal, we can't even burn it. We're having to ship it out. We can't even burn it in Oklahoma. It's ridiculous. And it's because of regulation. It's because someone has an agenda in place. And unfortunately, what Tony Joe just said about, the $225,000 fines, someone that's never dealt with the EPA, like I have on such a regular basis, which literally the EPA is in the process of pretty much shutting down one company we have called Mullin Environmental. And if it was my only livelihood, I would be out of business today. Because 13 months ago, they walked in my office for the first time and was telling me something we've been dealing with DEQ, and they were now in charge of, and we're completely out of compliance with. And now 30% of that business is shut down today because of that. People that haven't dealt with that, they don't understand, and they think when someone stands up like Tony Joe and they say, you got $225,000 a month, my goodness, what are you doing with that? You must be a horrible ran company. 4 years ago, they probably wouldn't even got a fine. It's just the stuff they have to deal with. For instance, our equipment. This is how ridiculous regulation has got. Our equipment, how many people are going to work on the farm? Work on the backhoe, the tractor, or anything? Our equipment can't even show a grease spot on it because it's a fire hazard. Isn't that right, Tony?
Absolutely.
A grease spot. A grease spot. You've got to grease your equipment. That keeps it from squeaking. That keeps your equipment. That keeps everything working. And if I got a grease spot showing it's a fire hazard, you can't even set it on fire with a torch. Grease, you literally can't even. It's called heat-proof grease. And it's called a fire hazard, but people that doesn't deal with it, they don't understand it.
It melts, it doesn't fit fire.
No. But yet I can't even have a knuckle, a greaser with grease on it. You have to power wash it. Shh. You got to power wash it down. I have to take the end of my extension cords every single day. I have to take them, which I can't comply with, because on OSHA, you're supposed to log on to OSHA every day. And I'm supposed to get the color of the day, and take the NMI extension cords to show that I've inspected them from an electrical shop. Now, you're gonna tell me someone that's never dealt with it is gonna truly understand that? I have 1,000, I don't know how many extension cords I have. It'd be a full-time job, have someone take extension cords. Guys, it's out of hand, and I need your help to get there. I'm gonna be standing around here, you haven't, yes, Roger?
No, just adding to what you were saying, the other day in Oklahoma City, I talked to the lady, and her job was one of the power companies there, is to make sure they are keeping standard with EPA. And she said if everything that's put in control right now stays in control and is brought to pass in the next 3 years, everybody's electric bill will triple.
Triple, yes.
Will triple.
We had a meeting with the co-ops, electric co-ops in KMO just recently, and that's what they were saying,
It will triple.
triple. And our government is trying to create jobs. Guys, my point is I'm willing to give everything I got. I'm willing to sacrifice pretty much everything. And the only thing I ask is for your support and to hold me accountable. And I truthfully do say, hold me accountable. You know, if you're around someone that talks a certain way all the time, stare down, then you begin to sound like them, right? I need you guys to hold me accountable. But I'm going to be around here. I'll take any questions that you have for me. I appreciate all the questions. I actually appreciate the time to actually get to clear that up, because I hadn't read that quote before. But I'm glad you brought that up. And of course, we're always